In many ways, men and women are the same. Genesis 1:26 and 27 says, both are made in God's image. Galatians 3:28, both are equal in regards to salvation. And in 1 Peter 3:7, both are joint heirs of the grace of life. However, it is abundantly clear there are differences in men and women, not only physically and emotionally, but from their God-given roles described in the Bible. Let's look very quickly in the Bible at some things women are to do. Titus 2:4-5, she is to teach other women. She is to love her children. She is to be discreet. She is to be chaste or morally pure. She is to be a good homemaker. She is to be good. She is to be obedient to her husband. 2 Timothy 3:15, we learn from Timothy's example that she can teach children. Acts 18:26, she can teach men privately. In 1 Timothy 5:10, she can do good works. She can rear children. She can lodge strangers. She can relieve the needs of the afflicted. In 1 Timothy 5:14, we learn she can marry and she can bear children. She can manage the household. She can be a good example. In 1 Peter 3 and verse 1, she is to be submissive to her husband. She is to live faithfully to win over a non-Christian husband, if that be the case. In 1 Timothy 2:9 and 10, she is to dress modestly, shows godliness. But there are also restrictions to women's role. In 1 Timothy 2:11 and 12, in discussing how to act in the church, it says, let a woman learn in silence with all submission. And in verse 12 he says, and I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man, but to be in silence. In 1 Timothy 2 and verse 8, we learn that women cannot lead in public prayers like men when men are present. And in 1 Corinthians 14:34 and 35, women are said to keep silent in the churches. The culture we live in is trying to change the role of women. Many are refusing to follow God's instructions on the submissive role of women and their duties in the home. Some congregations are allowing women to be preachers and shepherds and deacons and other roles that are in opposition to God's will. Therefore, as Hebrews 2:1 says, we must give the more earnest heed to the things we have heard, lest we drift away. Even with the restrictions placed on women in the leadership roles, God's women continue to make vital contributions to the kingdom of Christ on earth. As Wayne Jackson has written, let us rise up and call them blessed, and may their name be Legion.